guys, I'm Ajibola Tajudeen, but you can call me Keeme. And today you're watching Conversations with Keeme, a show where we ask stuff and we make stuff. Today, to go with our rock star theme, we're going to be decorating rocks. So, welcome to City Hall. Today's guest is Mayor of Norwalk, former Chief of Police of Norwalk, Harry Rilling, and First Lady of Norwalk, Lucia Rilling. What is it like being in the public eye of Norwalk? I know as an actor and a singer, I would love to be in the public eye. What is that like for you guys?
I enjoy meeting people. I welcome change, and it's constantly moving and running from one event to another, and it's all for a good cause. I'm enjoying every moment of it. I really do.
In local politics, people expect to see the mayor out and about with his wife. We get involved in the community a tremendous amount. We go a lot of different places. We do all our shopping around town, and it's always good to meet people, to hear what their concerns are, and to hear how you're doing, or, you know, in the words of Ed Koch, how do you like me? How am I doing?
Me being a young performer, my parents always give me a lot of support in my work. And I want to know, is it a challenge sometimes to support each other, like when she was doing Dancing with the Stars of Connecticut and when you were running for mayor?
It's not a difficult task. We know what we're doing, and we try to do it as best as possible. We try to work with each other because fortunately almost everything that we do together is to help organizations, people.
If you guys don't know, Mrs. Rilling will be playing the mayor's wife in Bye Bye Birdie this summer. And I want to know, are you ready for that? And what do you think it's going to be like compared to real life being a mayor's wife?
I'm ready. I'm like you. I really enjoy being out and about. And I find that most importantly, it's a way for me to form relationships.
What I read and researched and stalked you a little bit, you were, I don't know if I'm saying this right, a communication specialist in the Navy in a top secret group?
I was. Interesting, because every day I had to type an intelligence bulletin talking about all the issues that were happening in the world. Mm-hmm. And found it very interesting how some of the communications went across the entire globe to all the military establishments, different leaders that the United States is dealing with, and the challenges that they're having, calling some world leaders names. But now, it was a long time ago, and most of the information that I would have had to communicate is now declassified. So, but it was interesting at the time. I took the information and put it together and sent it out. So I didn't write it, because that was way above my level. This was written by admirals and generals, and you know, they put it all together, and then we had to send it out. It was coded.
I read that your father was a sergeant in the Army.
Yes.
What was that like, traveling wise?
That was very difficult. And it was challenging for me at that point. I can only imagine how it must have been for Mom. I was an only child, and I was raised very strict, learning different languages, having to make new friends, taking on new cultures, new traditions. But now it has served me well, and in many ways I feel like that part of my life was a way of me getting the grooming that I need to do my job now as First Lady and wife to the mayor.
That helps you with your connection to the people of Norwalk?
Oh yes, it helps me everywhere that I've lived, everywhere that I go. It helps me when I meet people from different parts of the world. For example, I've lived in Japan, I've lived in Germany, I've lived all throughout the United States, mostly the East Coast. I think it's helped me tremendously. So in the end, I just say, when they say, how was it? Well, I survived. That's it.
As we know, NPT's doing our production of Bye Bye Birdie this summer, August 16th and 17th, and our nonprofit partnership is with the American Veterans Association, and we know your connections with the people in the service. What are some words of encouragement that you would give to our men and women in the service?
In order to have the freedoms that we do, the veterans were the ones that left their homes, went overseas. So Norwalk is special. Norwalk is a special place because we do so much for our veterans. I just started a veterans liaison committee, a military and veterans liaison committee, so that when a veteran comes home, a veteran knows that they'll have access to the kinds of things that they need to come back into the community after being away for 2, 4, 6, 8 years, depending on how long they were gone. When they come home, we take care of them. So for me, the veterans that served our country, they're very special to me.
They really need to know that they are our heroes, and they need to be told that and reminded that. I believe it's not an easy place to be, and I would say just they have to know that we're 100% behind them, and we pray for them all the time.
What are some words of encouragement that you would give to young leaders in the community?
I would say learn about government, learn the issues, be active. You've got a very, very powerful voice in your vote. I hear people complain and then they say, well, I don't vote. Well, you should vote.
Yeah.
It's a right that the military men and women have given us. We're very fortunate to have free elections in this country. So I would say be active, learn about your community, work hard to make your community better, and vote and let your voice be heard.
Learn, just keep learning, keep growing, expanding your mind.
Let's show our work, our rocks. Mine is just a simple design.
Mine is the American flag. I love the flag, very patriotic, but since we are working for the American Legion, I thought that was appropriate. On the reverse side, we have the rainbow with the sun and the birds, and the rainbow, as you know, is the color of the Pride flag. Mm-hmm. And this is Pride Month, and the city of Norwalk is we have a huge Pride Festival every year. We had it 2 weeks ago. And I kind of wanted to show how the freedoms give us the right to be who we want to be.
I originally started to have different colors for Pride Month. Mm-hmm.
We think alike.
But we do, yeah. And then I figured, okay, since I didn't get the sequence of the colors correct, I went ahead and included the rest of the colors that we had here. And the eyes are just ways to look at things from both angles. It's important.
Good.
I didn't have 4 corners, so I didn't do 4 eyes, but that's my idea, yeah. And
very nice.
To MPT.
Thank you guys so much for joining me on Conversations with Keeme. And to you guys, remember, your voice is your power, so use it. Keeme out.
Conversations with Keeme is produced with support from the Department of Economic and Community Development, Connecticut Office of the Arts, which also receives support from the National Endowment for the Arts, a federal agency.